Hey guys, so today I've been having some trouble thinking of what exactly I wanted to talk about. This right here is the 98th video, so in 2 more I will have done 100 vlog entries. So I have been thinking about what I wanted to do for the 100th entry, but for today, since especially I've been sick and I've been just staying home and trying to take it easy, I didn't really do much today. I guess what I should talk a bit about is a thing that I've been bitching about all day long. The announcement of the iPhone 7 and the Apple AirPods. While I think there are more important things about this announcement, this is the thing that everyone can't seem to shut up about. It's the fact that there is no audio jack. It just has this little lightning port here. Personally, I don't see what's the big deal about it. Most people these days are wanting Bluetooth headphones. So if they're wanting that, they're not going to be using this. So it's not really a big deal. And this year, Apple decided that they're not going to be dicks about it, and they included a little dongle or doggle, whatever the hell it's called, adapter that goes from the lightning port and it goes into a little 3.5mm headphone jack, which is great. Besides that, the iPhone 7 is waterproof or water resistant. The camera is updated on the back to a 12 megapixel camera, and the front facing one is a 7 megapixel camera. I'm not sure what this one is now, maybe like a 5 or something, and this one I think is an 8. So that's a nice improvement. But still, there are other phone companies out there that have much higher megapixel cameras, so I don't know why Apple can't do it either. That's a little bit annoying. Also, this is the iPhone 6, so just keep in mind, I know there's like the 6S or whatever the hell it's called, and it has a little bit more updated features, and I think the camera is already a 12 megapixel camera, so just bear in mind that this is an iPhone 6, so I'm just going off of what I have, not what's already out there. Another thing is that the iPhone 7 Plus, not the 7, the 7 Plus has 2 cameras on the back. One is a regular wide angle lens and the other is a telephoto lens. The telephoto lens can zoom optically, not digitally, so you can zoom up to I think like 2 times and your image will be just as crisp as the regular zoom. Another thing is on the front with the home button, there's not going to be this actual physical button that you press. I think it's like a haptic feedback or whatever it's called. So you feel like you're pressing a button, but it's not really an actual button that you're clicking per se. What I've heard it described as by someone is that when you press it, it kind of feels like the whole bottom half of the phone is being clicked in and out. They said it's really cool, so it may be cool, I don't know. And for the last thing, which is something they probably should have had for a long time now, they have a little speaker in here, so if you're watching movies or videos or whatever from the front, it's not just going to come out of this side. It'll be coming out of here and here, so that's kind of cool. And now for the main thing that I want to talk about, that I feel like people aren't really addressing this side, is the Apple AirPods, which look like this. I think that they'll work fine and work pretty solidly, just like all other Apple products, and for the majority of people, they'll be perfectly happy with them. However, I would not be one of those people. The first reason is the shape and material they're made of, which is the same thing as their old AirPods. These don't fit in my ear properly, they constantly fall out, they're not comfortable, and they don't sound that good. And number 2, which is the main reason why I will not be getting the Apple AirPods, is why the f do they look like that? It is so ugly. Everyone is only talking about the fact that they last like 5 hours, which I think the Samsung AirPods that came out, the Bluetooth ones, last for like 2 or 3 hours. So everyone's like, oh, they last way longer. But nobody is talking about how ugly they are. However, someone online did post a meme or some kind of picture that looked like this, which is just hilarious and brilliant and just absolutely hit the nail on the damn head. Because it really does look like they took their old earphones and just chopped off the cords. Why, Apple? Why? Make things that look like how earpods are supposed to look. You guys own like Beats now, so make something that looks a little like that, but give it a little Apple spin and just, make it go in your ear, just like the Braggy Dash, which looks also like this, and just have a little glowing Apple on it or something like that. Why do you make it hang out of your ears? One of the reviewer guys or whatever that was at the Apple event, this is how it looks. Just look at how it looks. Absolutely stupid. So you have the pods in your ear and they hang out like little earrings or something like that. I'll just wait for Apple to make something that looks how it's supposed to look, works how it's supposed to work, and doesn't look like a 5-year-old designed it. Johnny Ives, if you designed this, you should be embarrassed. Super ugly. Now my 2-year contract is up, so I can get an iPhone 7 Plus, but I kind of don't want it because there's nothing really special about it that I'm just like, ooh, I need it. And these days, I barely ever use my phone. I used to record things and, you know, do some of these vlog videos from my iPhone. However, the reason I don't really want to upgrade to an iPhone 7, which is also another thing that I find to be the biggest piece of bullshit about Apple, is that since they do a release every single year, every other year they have something that is just moderately updated and kind of just like, it's kind of better than the last one. I kind of feel like they're just slacking and kind of phoning it in, which is also why I want to wait till next year, because when they release the iPhone 8, if it is called the iPhone 8 and just not some other shit where they put some letter at the end of it, it's probably going to be completely redesigned and a lot more special than this iPhone 7 Plus. Also, I believe this to be true because next year, I'm pretty sure, is a 10th year anniversary of the iPhone. So they want to do something special. So this year, they'll phone it in with just enough, and then next year, they'll blow it out of the water, which is very typical of them and also very annoying. So yeah, that's all I really have to say about the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus and the Apple AirPods. And just a little side note here, if you're gonna get anything Apple and you don't get Apple Care, you're a lunatic. I've only had to use Apple Care I think once or twice, but I know so many other people that have Apple products and they don't have Apple Care, and they spend so much money getting a new product or just fixing their product, and that's dumb. So don't be one of those people. And currently, I just had a bunch of otter pops, which is why my tongue looks like this.